Hello, this is Daniel Posney,
And Valerie Irons.
and this is Shifting Perspectives. And I'm so happy that Valerie is joining us this morning for Shifting Perspectives. And we're going to talk about a couple different things. We're going to do a status update that we haven't done for years.
Years.
Hey, we're still here. And we're going to talk about what's going on with Valerie and probably both of our health and what's going on at our new property that we're caretaking that we call the Hummingbird House. And we have lots of things coming up happening here. We're also going to talk about our trip to Kauai that we just came back from a week and a half or so ago. Yeah. So we were there for 11 days. Something you want to talk about first? You want to get the update out of the way first, or does it matter to you?
The flow doesn't matter to me.
Okay, let's do the update first. So, as you probably know, if you watch these videos, we moved to Cornville, which is about 25 miles out of Sedona from uptown Sedona. So we went from like the most busiest place of Sedona into Cornville, which is the really most chill place. And let's see, I'm going to just change this so we're not distracted here. 1 second. There we go. Okay. So now we're on 2-point-something acres, and right over there is Oak Creek, about 75 feet down below, which is 108 steps down to our
magic 108, that magic number.
And the guy that was the previous caretaker, Artie Lookenhawk, is a super open-hearted, heart-centered man that was holding sweat lodges and pipe ceremonies and rites of passage, and we just had dinner with him last night.
Yeah, and so we're really excited about having him continue traditional Lakota style sweat lodges here. He's been doing sun dance for over 20 years, and he is continuing to do traditional sweat lodges here on the property. So that feels really good to us, and we really enjoy participating in those ourselves.
Yeah, so we've done a few of those so far, and so we've got some things coming up this month, and one of them is starting the 22nd of this month. Is going to be a 1-day spiritual retreat. So we're going to have all kinds of meditation, gathering, some teaching, releasing. Yeah, just a day so you can kind of come out here and enjoy this beautiful place. There's grass out here.
And also we're going to go into the lodge. It won't be a sweat lodge, but we are going to do some ceremony in the lodge, which is a super sacred space.
Yeah, what we say is we go in to go pray. Yeah. So it's a very beautiful, serene, peaceful place to go in and pray. And then, of course, there's the creek just 20 feet away. So after that, maybe we'll go jump in the creek or something. And then the next 2 days is a relationship retreat for couples or singles, but anyone that wants to improve, enhance, and elevate their existing relationships. Yeah. So that's also going to be one of the first things that we're going to do with that is we have a medicine wheel, which is another tool that some Native Americans have used, and actually I believe it's more global, isn't it?
I think many cultures have their own style.
And basically it's a circle with 2 lines on it, and they signify the 4 directions, and the center, which is greater, and then above and below. So all the different directions of reality, and they all have different aspects to them. Certain directions are related to the beginning of your life or the beginning of your day, and then the other direction might be the end of your life or the end of your day. So it's a way to kind of balance out your life in all these different aspects. We're going to use the medicine wheel that we have in our front yard as a way to balance out your relationship. Yeah. So with that, and with more teaching and maybe some sound healing,
and
breath work. So it's going to be 2 days.
And there is going to be a purification ceremony for the couples, 2 days, the Saturday and Sunday, that was similar to a native sweat lodge, but not quite.
Non-traditional.
It's going to be non-traditional, so we're not calling it a sweat lodge. We're calling it a purification ceremony. So we will do that on the couples workshop.
So if you go to thehummingbird.house.org, we've got the flyer up there, and you can find out more about this beautiful property that we live on, we caretake. So
cancer support.
Yeah.
Cancer support. I'm not sure if how many of you are aware that in April of 22, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I've been on quite a journey, and Daniel has happily tagged along this journey. Amazing support team he is. I've learned so much along the way. I'm doing everything naturally, although I do check in with surgeons and oncologists and things like that. I work directly with a naturopathic oncologist, and I love him. He's amazing. But one of the things I discovered along the way was that it's very expensive to be dealing with cancer. Even naturopathic remedies are super expensive, and you watch your bank account dwindle down very quickly. So I really wanted to create something that supported people who were going through cancer, so that they could get the supportive sessions without paying the high prices. So do them in a group setting. And Daniel has so much, he has 10 years, I think, of helping cancer patients. And so we got together and talked about it, and we decided to offer some cancer support sessions. And those are starting up this week, actually, starting on Wednesday. Every Wednesday, almost except for the 5th Wednesdays, we're going to be offering sessions in our studio in Sedona. The first Wednesday, I'll be doing a sound healing. The second Wednesday, Daniel will be doing emotional clearing. The third Wednesday, we're going to alternate and do breath work, me and then him the following week. And the fourth Wednesdays, we are going to have guest speakers, people who are using great innovative technologies, Reiki, essential oils, all things that can help people with cancer
an alternative way.
In an alternative way. We're not saying it's going to cure cancer, but it can certainly help people get into a better state of mind, work with their nervous system, and all the things diet. Oh my gosh, diet is so important. And all the things that really help support somebody who's going through a cancer diagnosis and journey.
So when I was doing work with cancer patients, mostly at the lodge at Sedona, one of the things that I really realized is that a lot of what people need is some kind of hope, some kind of support and hope, because it kind of feels like, God, I'm on this thing alone, and my choices are really slim. And then they go to an alternative place like the lodge, where they're doing all this different technologies and what's it called? The chamber, the hyperbaric chamber, and mistletoe injections, and Gerson therapy, and fasting, and enemas, coffee enemas 5 times a day. So all that stuff starts to give them more hope, and you start feeling differently about themselves. And one of the things that I used to do was to go in for help them with emotional counseling, and also sound healing. So I saw how people, when they got done with changing their diet and working on nutrition, looking at their emotions, sound healing, yoga, all kinds of things that they're providing, that it really started to shift them. And they came out of there going, wow, I really feel great.
Yeah.
And when they feel great, then healing is a closer part of their reality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're really excited to start offering these And I know that there's so many people here locally and all over the world that can use this. We are not Zooming it yet, but that might come in the future.
Yeah. So it'd be better to be firsthand in there getting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our Hawaii retreat in December.
Well, so how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I feel better than I've ever felt in my life. I am healthier.
She looks it.
I'm healthier than I've ever been in my life. I eat so well. I juice. I do detox smoothies, heavy metal detox smoothie every day. I drink about 48 to 64 ounces of juice every day. I eat lots of salads. I exercise. I've done a lot of sessions working on those emotional pieces that often come in to the body as cancer. And I feel amazing. I feel ready to go back to work. I took some time off. I slowed my work schedule down. I don't work at the pace I used to. I was really burning the candle at both ends, and this is something I've learned through this experience, to really slow down, remove things off the plate, rest, and receive, and work in a slower and softer manner. It's really softened me up, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
softened her up with her emotions are now. You know, we
Yeah.
kind of joke around that I'm always the sensitive one. I'm crying at the movies. You know, I'm watching kids on stage. I'm crying. It's so beautiful. And Valerie now is the one I'll look over, and she's crying at this movie. So it's a beautiful crying. It's a beautiful expression of emotion.
Yeah.
Not crying like, oh, I've got this thing I'm working on. It's more like, oh, just this is really opening me up.
And this moment is so beautiful. I can't take it, and then I end up crying for the beauty of life. Yeah. Oh my gosh!
And one of the many things that I love about Valerie is, especially on this journey that we're both on, is that she was very open to trying different things, different alternative modalities, and try it out once and see how it feels, and she'll use her intuition and how her body feels to see if she wants to do it again. Yeah. But at the same time, she's also more research driven too. So she has got so much knowledge and wisdom from all the books that she's read, and all the videos and movies and things that, you know, all these alternative methods that are really grounded in science. And we have, I mean, we kind of joke around that, you know, Valerie mainly has so much more knowledge about cancer specifically, and breast cancer even more specifically, than a lot of doctors that are focused on one particular thing that they do. So it's really been amazing learning from all this.
It's been an amazing journey, actually. I am very grateful.
Yeah. Ready to go to Hawaii now?
Let's go to Hawaii.
All right. So we had talked about this trip to Kauai because I had been a bunch of times. My twin brother lives over there. He's been there for about 18 years. And Valerella, she's gone to Hawaii. She's never gone to the specific island of Kauai. So we talked about it, and we got really excited, and it was getting closer. And so we left on August 10th. Yeah, August 10th. And I think it was, a day or two after the Maui fires?
Yeah, something 2 days. Yeah. I think 2 days after the fires started, and all of that happened.
But if you look on a map, although they're connected energetically and family and relationships, the distance between Kauai and Maui is far enough away that you're not going to get, you know, embers or smoke and stuff like that. What kind of what happens there physically, at least, is kind of separate to that island. So we went there, and I think the first day or so we were at the hotel.
First 2 nights
at the Aston Kauai Islander. Is that what it was?
I think Aston so. Yeah, Islander? Good memory.
Yeah. And really cool hotel right there on the beach in Kapa'a. And Kapa'a is kind of like a, I guess you'd call it a median income to low income, depending on where you're at, kind of community. really great, right up our alley, just kind of really casual. And the hotel is kind of just median, nice hotel, done by the Aston, so it's going to be nice and clean and all that. And we had our first 2 days there. And it was
right on the
fantastic.
water, right on the beach. It was so beautiful.
Yeah. Did we rent bicycles?
We
Yeah.
rented bicycles and rode up and down the boardwalk all the way to some other beaches, all the way through some old pineapple plantations, and that was really fun. That's one of my favorite things in the world, just to ride a bicycle on a boardwalk.
Go get a smoothie.
Go
ride
get a
your
juice.
bike. Stop
really
at the
fun.
side of the road and maybe jump in the water or go enjoy your juice. And so they've got this boardwalk, this really safe boardwalk that you could run or bike, whatever, all the way down this thing for a good couple miles, huh?
Yeah, it seemed a long time. That was wonderful.
So we did that, and then spent a couple of days at my so she knows the scheduling.
I'm a detail person. Yeah. I know all the little intricate details.
So, but what did we do? We
went to your brother's.
Went to my brother's house.
Did a float.
Oh yeah, we did tubing up at in one of these sugarcane plantation properties. Yeah. And, just had a great time with people, my brother and his wife, Helnani. And it was really cool, just floating down these kind of pipelines of water and then into these tunnels that were completely dark, and just imagining how people did it first. When all they had was maybe a candle, I guess, but maybe not any flashlights, but just wondering if they were going to live through the experience. But that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was great. Then we decided that they have so many great adventures to go up along the Nepali coast. There's the choice of helicopter. Everybody said take a helicopter, and then there's the boat that has the dinner. But we decided we wanted to do something a little more adventurous, and we took a kind of like a Navy blow up boat.
It's like a Navy SEAL Zodiac
boat.
Yeah.
And it could go inside the caves, and gosh, we had a good time.
And you're riding these things over the top,
like this. Oh my gosh! And singing. He was playing music. First, he played some modern music, and then he played music from our era. We were singing with Queen and all sorts of things, and just at the top of our lungs. And there was one point after we all jumped off the front of the boat and got our pictures taken. That was really fun. But we were staring at the most beautiful spot on the Nepali coast.
There's these huge cliffs on the side.
And I just burst into tears. This is one of those times I just burst into tears with the beauty of the moment. And that was such a powerful.
The music was blasting. The captain was singing and doing all this stuff, and everybody was just singing along to this music, and the water was spraying, and there's this beauty. It was this culmination.
It was so beautiful.
And if you look up the cliffs of the Nepali coast, it looks big, but then you get close and you realize it's humongous. Yeah. And then you see at the very top there's an opening there. And so the next day we went to this place called Kauai. And we were at the other end of it, looking down on the ocean, seeing the boats doing what we were just doing the other day. Yeah. So we drove through what's called Waimea Canyon. And Waimea Canyon is called like the Grand Canyon of Hawaii.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
And one of the things when we got to Kauai and to the very end, when we were looking out over the beach at the top of the Nepali coast, it was so beautiful. We couldn't speak.
Talk like this. It's so amazing. Oh my
God. When you feel in awe, and when you're in the presence of God in such a way with nature, and it just takes your breath away, and you have to whisper.
And we're happy that there wasn't other people that are going, yeah, this is awesome, and taking selfies and videos. Everybody was really chill and quiet. So it was just a place of just reverence.
And there weren't too many people there, maybe 6, maybe 8 people total.
Yeah, it's great.
What else? We boogie boarded, we
Oh,
snorkeled,
man.
we hung out with friends, we had wonderful dinners.
Yeah. Went to Brinicky Beach, and there's these slamming waves there that just crush
really
people,
intense.
but there's turtles out there also. So I got to get my boogie boarding on and think that I'm, a teenager again. And then we went to a place called Allerton's, which is a more gentle wave, and got to snorkel and
we saw an eel.
Yeah.
We saw an eel.
Went to Poipu Beach and did some really chill snorkeling.
Yeah.
Saw this little eel that was
that was
big.
Poipu.
Yeah. And then seals and a
seals
turtle
and
beached
turtles
himself.
it was the most wonderful way to recharge and rejuvenate and relax, and I really felt great coming home, like I had really let go of a lot of tension.
Yeah.
Amazing.
One of the other things that we did there, because we wanted to kind of just go and let loose and have fun, and so we did a couple activities, but then the other part of it, we just wanted to chill out, go in the sun, do nothing, no appointments.
Yeah.
But one of the things that we did is we had my brother take us to a heiau. And a heiau is kind of a sacred place that has different purposes depending. Some of them is for food, some is for birth, some is for hula, so different things. So the one that we went to, it's kind of hard to distinguish what exactly it was for, but they mentioned that there was connected with the Menehune. So the Menehune are these mythical or real smaller beings that are said to have dug all the ditches on Hawaii, and they're like little leprechauns. They kind of come in the night and they build these things and then they're gone. So this heiau had something to do with that, and that was along the Wailua River. So it's a place that you don't jump in, you don't go inside them, you don't really want to take pictures there either. We were there and did some prayers and thought about Maui and said some prayers for Maui.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about our December retreat for couples.
Yeah.
In Oahu. So we're going back to Hawaii this December. And we're doing a couples retreat.
December 6th,
I think it's 6th for 5 days. And there's space for 4 couples only. Everybody's going to get their own room, lodging, workshops, excursions, and food are all included. And
and this place is tucked away and like into the jungle, but yet still really close to the beach.
Yeah.
And Valerie and I are doing this together. I'm so excited about this, that we get to do relationship work so we can help people also raise their relationship to the highest level and work through anything that you've been stuck on, and have practical information and tools and exercise to help you increase your loving communication with each other, and breath work, and maybe some sound healing
and excursions, all the fun things on the land. And we're doing this in conjunction with a woman who runs the center, and we're really excited about this one. This is our first one to do outside of Sedona.
And where do they find information about that? I think there's one called Oahu wellnessretreats.com. I think that's where we're posted, is on that website. But also, what about our website? Which one?
I know it's on valerieirons.com.
Okay.
Is it on our Harmonic Alchemy? It's
probably on harmonicalchemy.org. And probably I'm forgetting that it's also on my website, ultimatepotentialcoach.com. Check any of those. I'm sure we plastered it everywhere.
Yeah.
But would love to hang out with you.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be deep work and a lot of fun. Very intimate with just 4 couples and us.
Yeah, your relationship will shift, whether you need a lot of work or whether you just want to take it to a higher level. We're going to work with everybody, and just so excited about having both of us do it together.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's about it. Maybe. Any questions? Nope. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, you guys. All right. See you next time. Aloha.
Aloha.